Hi guys, welcome back for another video. I'm going to tell you how I avoided catastrophe, this guitar involving that guitar stand. Alright guys, I was down here practicing the other day, and I just set my guitar down on the stand like you see it now, and just as I started to walk away I heard something break and the guitar dropped off not off the stand completely, but this part of it broke and everything slid down, and I caught it just as it touched the ground. Now this is the culprit. Let me get the guitar put up and I'll show you what happened. Now right here, there's supposed to be a lever on the back of this that you can squeeze and slide this up and down to adjust it to the length of guitar that you own. And what happened is these plastic collars right here that held that trigger on broke away, and I'll explain that a little more as we get into how we're going to repair that, which you can already see. Now, this is a Hercules brand guitar stand, and this is the second one that I've had to repair. So if you own one of these guitar stands, and they are a great guitar stand, make sure you inspect this plastic back here. Right there is where the roll pin should have been. Make sure you can see that. And like I said, I don't know what makes this plastic weak, because it sits down here in the music room and never exposed to any type of UV light or anything like that. So, like I said, the weight of the guitar, when that thing was sitting on there, I just happened to be stepping away as the plastic gave way and I caught my Les Paul before it had a bad trip. Alright, let's get on with the video. Here we have our two broken parts. Get you zoomed in there a little bit. The spring and the handle. Bring it back out. And that actually belongs right there in the back side of the guitar stand. And you can see right here should have been some molded plastic that has broke off on both sides to where this handle slides in there and would have fit into the hole drilled for the roll pin. And when you squeeze the handle together, it's what makes the stand operate to lift it up and down. Let me give you a side view. We'll make sure that's in focus for us. It is. Okay. Again, our spring would have been in here to push the handle back out. This is what slides against the top end of the stand in order to hold it in place. And like I said, the plastic has broke away from right here, molded plastic that would have held that roll pin in place. And when that broke off, down come the stand, and your guitar is now laying on the floor. Now again, in typical use, when you have this thing extended to hold your guitar, this being in place to hold it at a certain height, when this broke away, down come the stand, catastrophe. Your guitar is now laying on the ground. Alright, this is the items we're going to use to repair this guitar stand. 3/16 diameter, 1 5/8 long bolt, 3/16 wing nut, a 7/32 drill bit. We're going to drill our hole just a little bit larger than the diameter of our bolt. And then obviously you need a drill. Alright, this is the repair we're going to do. You can probably see in the camera here the hole we're simply going to drill through. It's going to end up, get a look at that, make sure you can see that. It's going to end up right here in the front. And then we are simply going to take our bolt, go right back through the hole, put the wing nut on the back side of it. The wing nut's going to sit right up here in this cavity. And then if you want to make this adjustable again, because these holes are not drilled all the way through from the factory, because they are made to be adjustable for that trigger they had in there. So you can see there's no holes in there. So you will need to determine the length of your guitar, or just simply drill each one of them out after we do the primary drill to get the stationary bolt through there we want. Now, this is the third one of these I've had fail. These guitar stands have never left my music room. They don't set in the sunshine, so I'm not exactly sure why this plastic has failed. My theory is, with this tension, to keep this lever pushed out from this spring and from the weight of you setting your guitar down each time you play, I think it just finally makes the plastic weak and it broke away. And like I said, you don't want to walk in there and see your favorite guitar laying on the ground. So let's drill our hole. I'm going to drill these first 4 holes out, and that'll suit every guitar that I own. Give you a different view of that. Okay, we're going to deburr these, then we'll move on with our next step. Alright, now what we're going to do, you can choose whichever hole you drilled out. We are simply going to take the drill right in through that hole and bring it right out the front of the plastic. And that'll be our final step there, and then we can put our bolt in there and set our height to whatever we want to adjust the stand to. Alright, going through this plastic is going to be pretty easy, so we don't have to make sure we get all the plastic burrs out of that. So there's our new holes. See that you can see that. Yes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use a larger diameter bit, countersink that just a little bit. Plastic's thin, so you don't want to go too deep here. Now, we should be able to insert our bolt. I'll go down to this next one in line here. All right, bolts through, and it's sitting good and flush. Make sure you can see that sticking out now. That bolt just is long enough to get to the back there. And the reason I'm using a wing nut is the wing nut locks itself in there. So let's see if I can grab that guy. I'll have my head in your way. Just make sure she's snug. And now we have a bulletproof Hercules guitar stand. Again, the way this plastic broke away from that spring and trigger that they had on there. Watch your guitars. It happened quick. Well, alright guys, we now have a repaired guitar stand. These things are actually expensive, so it's nice to be able to fix it and not have to discard it, and it's also nice to be able to trust it. Like I said, it'll hold up to whatever you want to put on there now. So I hope this has been instructional for you, and I hope we've saved a guitar. Nothing worse than look around and see your favorite guitar laying on the ground, or worse yet, even having a broken neck off of there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.